You might notice on social media right now, a lot of people are dissolving their filler. So let's talk about it. One of the reasons could be that they're not liking the result because their lips are too big. Another reason could be also that there's been filler migrations. So for example, this is something I've seen on the lips where the filler gets outside of the lip border and goes on the top or in the bottom of the lips. So that would be another reason to dissolve. So to be able to dissolve fillers, we're using a product called hyaluronidase, which we inject into the area that you want to get dissolved. You can expect a little bit of redness to the injection site, some swelling, and some discomfort. The other thing that you want to be careful too is that people who are allergic to wasp or bee stings, most of the time we're going to refuse to do fillers on them just because we can't dissolve it if ever there's a complications. And the reason why we're asking you if you have those type of allergy is because into the product that we're using to dissolve the filler, there is a protein that is very similar to the bees or the wasp poison technically. So if you do have an allergy, you could have anaphylactic reactions. So we really want to be careful when we do dermal filler to make sure you don't have that type of allergy, or if you had fillers and you're not sure if you're allergic to the bee or wasp sting, then we can definitely do a test to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible. When you're getting your filler dissolved, you might be wondering what's going to look like after. Of course, if you're someone who had big lips, a lot of fillers in there, it might take a couple sessions to dissolve those lips. And usually within a couple of days, you can notice quite the improvement of reduction of the filler in the area that we treated. Does your lips gonna look bad after all the filler is gone? Not necessarily. Of course, with filler, the skin has stretch, but by taking it step by step, we can really help the lips and the filler to go down smoothly, so that way you don't get a huge dramatic changes. And once the filler has been dissolved, if you would like to re-inject it with filler, that's also possible. I always like to wait at least a week in between those injections just to make sure that all the product that dissolved the filler is fully gone into the area and that we can inject fillers without it being dissolved right after we inject it. Like I said, that we can dissolve fillers if you have migration. The migration happens when there's a little channel that goes from the lip to the upper lip area, for example. At that point, if there's been migration, we can inject PRP into the lips that has repairing properties, which will repair those little channels. And then once everything has healed property, now you can do more dermal filler and it won't migrate.